Hello everyone, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install Visual Studio 2015 Community Edition in Windows 10. The only thing that I've done on this installation of Windows 10 so far has been run the update and then put Google Chrome on it. So what you'll want to do is open up your web browser of choice, and you'll want to just do a quick search for Visual Studio 2015 Community Edition. Should be one of the first few links, and the page should look generally like this. Depending on when you look at the video, you could see a different layout, but you'll want to go ahead and choose download community free, and that will download the installer. Notice that it downloaded pretty quickly, because what's going to happen is it is going to download and pull in the other files as the installation runs. When the application starts up, you can usually just leave it with the default settings. If you know what you're doing, you can go in and customize, but it's pretty straightforward, so I'm just going to leave it with the default install path with the typical installation, which will give me C#, VB, and some web features. It'll create a restore point, and then it'll start actually downloading and installing all the files that you need. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording and pick it back up once this installation moves on to the next step. And with the installation complete, you should now be able to hit launch, which should open up Visual Studio 2015. It may prompt you to sign in. If you have a live ID, go ahead, but I'm going to just go ahead and choose not now, maybe later. Depending on which programming language you're going to be using, you can select the development settings. These can be changed later, so I just usually leave it as general. I personally love the dark theme, but again, this is just a user preference. And then hit Start Visual Studio in the bottom right. The first time that you launch it, it could take an extra few minutes while it sets everything up, but it should start up pretty quickly. And with that, you should have a fully working Visual Studio installation. To give it a shot, I'm just going to choose New Project. Make sure that I have my templates. Under Visual C#, I'm just going to start a very basic console application. I'll make sure I remember where I'm saving it. I'm just going to call this Testing Install. The interface should change once the project is created. And I've got my code here. I can also expand over here on the left if I wanted to explore some servers, depending on what situation I have. But just to make sure everything works, I'm going to go ahead and do a console.out.write line testing. Let's keep this traditional. We'll say saluton, which is Esperanto for hello. And console.in.readline just to get the console to pause. I'm going to hit start, make sure it actually runs. And with that, I have a working C# installation using Visual Studio 2015 Community Edition. I want to go ahead and close this and end the video.